Yo! Blessings, everybody. Welcome back to Coffee with Cody James. Today I got a very special guest with me in the house. The star of the options video. Oh my God, we bringing that back. Alahna Galloway, 2020 season, baby. How are you?
I am doing great. How are you, Cody?
Good. How's life treating you right now?
It's definitely been interesting.
Interesting.
I will say that.
Ooh, speaking of interesting, so me and Alahna just went to this dope-ass fish store in St. Louis. Y'all should check it out, Art of Aquaria. And Alahna, what did you get?
Oh my God. I got a baby crested gecko that I'm obsessed with. He is the cutest thing on earth. I never saw myself as a reptile owner, but I'm obsessed. He's the best.
Now you're a reptile owner?
Yes.
What's his name?
His name is Croc. You should know the name, Cody. You thought of the name.
Dust my shoulder off a little bit here.
He looks like a baby crocodile. So
no, he's cute as fuck.
And I call him my little crock pot.
All right, before we get started here, can you tell everyone your social handles so they can go see Croc and all the other cool shit you do?
So I go by 2020 Vision, and that's spelled with no vowels. So figure it out.
YouTube
Except
channel is 2020 Vision,
it's all
same
the
way?
same, yep.
All right, cool. All right, so let's deep dive. Let's get into it. So you said that life's been interesting. Elaborate, because interesting is, I feel like we just talked about this. It's like such an understatement. We both have had a crazy, like, not even calendar 12 months.
Yeah.
But, yeah, how's it been interesting?
I mean, honestly, in every aspect of my life, there's just different shit going on. Whether it's work, family, personal life, I feel like there's just so much shit going on. And, you know, I'm into astrology, and the planets, they're acting crazy right now. And I think
that retrograde kicked my ass.
I think everyone is kind of feeling this weird shifting energy lately.
Dude, I went into the Mercury retrograde with 3 roommates, a fiance, no dog, no fish, nothing, and like now I'm not engaged with a puppy and an aquarium. Shout out my boy Sam.
What's up, Sam?
So it's definitely been crazy. You said personal. How personal are you willing to get?
Honestly,
like, what's going on?
I mean, so much. Just, I feel like as I get older, I've started to see things differently, and I feel like I feel like I have less patience for people and less patience for things that are not serving me. So I just feel like I'm kind of going through a phase where I feel kind of isolated in a way, but not in a bad way. Just kind of I need to reevaluate where I'm at in life and focus on myself and really turn inward and see what I actually want from the future, you know?
Right. Well, I mean, they say isolation leads to growth. That's the beginning of a spiritual journey. So I know for me, like, I've been isolated the last, like, 8 months. But I did this insane, like, growth period. We talked about this, like, the other day when you came over. As far as, like, just, like, the small things, like, small victories, like, finding faith, like, deepening my faith, getting back into music, spoiler alert, furniture that I put in the house, and just, like, I think isolating myself was one of the greatest things I could have done. And even now, like, I'm still low-key isolated because I just found this insane amount of peace from being isolated. You know, like, you're literally by yourself. And I never understand, I don't know about you, but I don't understand when people say, like, isolating yourself is unhealthy. I mean, I feel like that's, like, the perfect way to grow.
Yeah.
Isolation and shrooms, to me, are the perfect way to grow.
Yep.
Spiritually, especially.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with you. And and I can kind of, playing devil's advocate, I can kind of see how some people, isolation may trigger them, you know, to fall into even more unhealthy behaviors. So I can kind of see that, but ultimately at the end of the day, everyone, and I think everyone needs to experience living alone. And you're experiencing that right now. That's a different story.
Bro, and that's fun.
Yep.
I do what I want, when I want. Like, I walk around here with no clothes on sometimes.
Yeah, all the time.
I don't know about all the time, but sometimes.
I love it. I, like, leave my windows open during the winter, but leave my heat on high, and I just don't give a fuck. I'm like, I pay the bills, bitch. Like,
it's hot as hell in here right now. I'm not going to lie. So, I know I kind of mentioned it. You were in the Options video, music video.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, I released an album this past February. Go check it out.
Yeah, it was amazing, Cody.
Thank you.
He's a lyrical genius.
Oh my god, I'm blushing right now. But so take me through what it was like to be in a music video.
Oh man, I cannot lie to you.
Well, I mean, you were going through some shit at that time.
Yep,
right?
I was. I can't lie. I was not in a good mental place during the entire beginning of this year, end of last year, really the last few years, to be honest. But no, first of all, I'm so surprised I agreed to do that because I can't lie, I do suffer with a lot of anxiety, especially when it comes to cameras and being seen. Like, I like to be behind the scenes. I like to kind of observe more.
Yeah.
So I was like, but at the same time, I was going through such a growing phase in my life. I was like, I need to seek discomfort, basically. I need to put myself out there and take advantage of opportunities that present themselves to me, especially with people like you with good ass energy. You know what I mean? Like, we clicked immediately. It was like,
right.
I don't know, but I don't regret it at all. It was scary. It was definitely scary. Just leading up to it, you know how nervous I was, but I can't lie, I had a blast. I had a fucking blast, and I don't regret it at all.
Because I mean, like, how many people like look back at the end of their life and like replay everything, and they're like, damn, I was in a music video.
Right? Like, I'm so proud. Looking back, even though, like, I have mixed feelings, I'm so fucking proud of myself for just
you should be,
especially during that time in my life. Like, fuck
we had fun. That was a really good video for one. Of course, the song is fire, but
yeah, so proud of you, by the way.
I thought the plot was kind of funny.
Yeah, I was playing the hoe. You had me playing the hoe.
She was playing the hoe.
I mean, yeah. I was like, I'm just acting.
Yeah. How many cookies were thrown at you in that set?
Yeah, it was. I can't lie. It was fun. It was fun.
Okay, so do you think what you are going through now, or what you went through at that time, like, how do you think that's made you grow as a person? Like, compare yourself now, and then I guess this is like a double question. If you could go back to that moment of time right now and tell yourself any piece of advice, what would it be?
Oh, man. That's kind of a hard question.
Deep dive in here, I told you.
Yeah, that's kind of a hard question. Any piece of advice. Well, wait, let me answer the first one. You said, what have I learned the most?
Yeah, like, what have you learned? What has it taught you? How have you grown?
Yeah, I would say I'm much more confident in my boundaries. I would say boundaries is a very big thing I've been working on. I feel like I've grown up as kind of a people pleaser, and I've learned to just really accept myself for who I am and what I actually want, and really stand up for that, even if it makes people uncomfortable. So I feel like I don't know.
I mean, fuck people's feelings.
You know, I'm just kind of, I feel like the whole experience has made me stronger, and also just kind of find a little bit more of myself. I'm still discovering who I am, but I think I have myself figured out a little bit more than I did.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's good. What, if you don't mind me asking, if you don't mind sharing, because I mean, like, this is your story to tell, and I know we talked about it, and this is like, brave as fuck, because I feel like a lot of people don't truly have the strength to come forward and tell their story the way that you have, and the way that, you know, you continuously do. But hopefully, like, your story can be like a beacon of hope to people that are like dealing with that and that didn't get out of it. So I'm gonna let you kind of tell your story.
Well, yeah. So I definitely have experienced domestic violence in relationships. My most recent ex is currently on house arrest for what he did to me actually a year ago yesterday. Kind of crazy timing.
Yeah.
It was just crazy. I had lived with him for 2 years. It moved very fast. Looking back, I can tell it started as love bombing. He was a narcissist. I've gone through a lot of, I did a lot of research and self-help, and just especially when you're living with someone, and things didn't get bad until I was stuck on a lease with him. Because at first he moved into my house, and I was the only one on the lease, and things weren't that bad. He did start doing, little shit, I remember okay, wait, let me backtrack. So, things got bad whenever we were on a legal lease together. Within a month, I can't describe it, the whole year of 2020, he put me in urgent care for the first time in May. But, mind you, I've been trying to move out. So, we moved in September of 19. By January, I was trying to actively move out. I moved in to my parents' house for a week, and that was actually really hard, and I couldn't stay there for a lot of reasons. And I actually viewed an apartment and got approved, and I texted my landlord, and I was like, hey, can I please get off the lease? Because I knew if I left, he would abandon the house, and we would both get our credit fucked. And I was in a stage where I was trying to build my finances and build my credit. And I knew that because he had done that. He told me he did that on a lease before. That's why he had bad credit. So I was afraid, but he also wouldn't leave. So I was stuck. Long story short, my landlord didn't let me off the lease in January. Yeah. So I stayed. He put me in urgent care in May. I remember, it was crazy. I had to call off work and shit. I tried to move out again. I went back to my parents' house and stayed in their camper. And I remember it was the weekend of my birthday, of my 24th birthday. And I stayed in a camper, and the AC was broken, and it was the first day of summer, and it was just miserable, and I went right back, and it just continued to get worse until he gave me a black eye in July of 2020. And he had done horrible things before that, but nothing to where the public would see. Right. And I work at a police department, mind you, and he had the audacity to give me a black eye, and yeah. So that was my final straw. I moved out within a week. It was actually, the house is perfect for me. It was definitely a God thing, universe thing, whatever. Yeah, you got a dope house.
Which we shot scenes of the music video in the house.
My house is fucking dope.
We are eternally, foreverly connected. We're
we
linked.
Are, Cody. We are. I love it.
It's so dope. But yeah, so
I moved out in July of 20. I ended up getting back in contact with him Halloween of 2020. That was my biggest mistake in my life. Everything was fine at first, but I was lonely. I can't lie to you, I was lonely. I didn't have social media at the time. I still didn't, because I was without social media for years. Yeah. I still hadn't got it back yet. So I was just lonely, so I reached out to him. He ended up, he was sleeping over my house, my new house, because I moved out. And I had to work at 6 a.m. and he was sleeping over, and he woke me up at 3 in the morning, screaming at me. And mind you, he's a foot taller than me. It easily has 100 pounds on me. And he woke me up screaming because he went through my phone. Mind you, we had been broken up for months. Right. He went through my phone and saw some text messages that he didn't like. And for the next 2 hours, he went from hurting me physically to breaking everything in my new house that I just fully furnished, by the way. I had drained my savings to furnish this house to get it perfect, to get it my house is my sanctuary. And he destroyed the coffee table. It was all glass. He destroyed a full length mirror. Mind you, I have concrete floors. I live in a loft studio house. It's kind of a weird situation. But so my entire concrete floor covered in glass, dishes, perfume bottles. He destroyed my MacBook. I had to buy a new MacBook. Exactly a year ago today, I bought a new MacBook.
God damn, good for you. Fuck him.
I ended up upgrading everything he destroyed, but he destroyed my bed. I had nothing to lay on. Like, everything in my house. It was just fucked up. So we're dealing with an extensive court case. It gets worse. The injuries... He broke a bone in my foot because... So basically, during the attack, and trigger warning to anyone sensitive to any sort of domestic violence or violence at all. But he would like pick me up by my neck until I would start seeing stars, but I never actually passed out. He would always hit the left side of my head, so he was like right hand. He would never punch me. He would like just open-handed, just so hard. Cody, like, that's what gave me the black eye, actually. That's what gave...
Was like, he didn't punch me open-handed. Open hand, like,
He was driving my car, actually, while he gave me the black eye. And I have evidence for everything, too. I was at least smart enough, because at one point living with him, I thought I was going to die. I remember texting my sister, and I was so paranoid. I was like, I don't know if I'm going crazy and I'm paranoid, but I think he's going to kill me, and I just have to tell someone. And I remember documenting everything in case I disappeared, but I was so afraid to tell anyone other than, like, my sister.
Yeah.
But,
shit.
I kind of
I can't even, like, imagine. I mean...
But, so he, whenever he would hit me on the side, he would do it so hard and over. It actually ruptured my eardrum. When I had the black eye, my eardrum was ruptured then, and then it ruptured again in November last year. So I had a broken bone, a ruptured eardrum. Mind you, I'm a dispatcher at work. I needed my ears to hear.
Right.
Like, we have to listen to multiple things at once. So I was fucked up. I had a bite mark on my face that lasted for over a week.
A bite?
Oh, yeah,
Like B-I-T-E?
Yeah, he, like... Cody, it was like I was being tortured. He literally, like... And wouldn't let go, and, like... I had bite marks, like, on my arms, on my legs, on my... Like, and the police have photo evidence of all of this. Like,
good.
I had bruising all over. I remember I was on crutches for at least 2 days because I couldn't put any weight on my left knee. I don't know what kind of injury it was, because at one point he threw me on my concrete floor and kept kicking me in the side. Like it was just so intense. And when you're going through an attack like that, you don't actually feel it. Like, it was like I was numb to it. I didn't feel like it was scary, but I didn't really feel my adrenaline was so high. I didn't, like, except for when he hit me in the head, my head would ring and shit. But, like, for the most part, I could handle the pain until afterwards, and then I felt like I got hit by a fucking bus the next day, dude. Anyway, I had, like, the weirdest bruising around my knee. Like, it was like he had bursted, like, something. He just kept kicking me, and, like, I don't know. So many injuries. Oh, yeah. How could I forget? I have a scar on my hand. He grabbed me, but I didn't see this coming. I was, like, sitting on the bed facing, like, the other way, just trying to process everything. He came up. I heard, like, this sound, like, of metal, and he came up and grabbed my hair. And I knew he was going to cut my hair. So I immediately, instinctively reached up and grabbed my head, and the scissors sliced into my hand. You can see the scars right there, and it's been a year now. But I like to say at least this one looks like a moon.
I mean, if you're going to be positive about something like that, I mean...
And yeah, he maimed me, basically. He tried to maim me. Like, that's what he was doing. Like, it was disgusting. He was, like, smiling and, like, calling... Like, it was weird. He had, the craziest look in his eyes, Cody. Like, he would go from yelling to, like, laughing and talking, and it would, like, a fucking Joker voice. I can't make this shit up.
The fuck?
If demons exist on this earth, I'm 100% convinced, whether or not he's a demon, he's an evil fucking man. And the reason why I don't feel that bad for myself is because, one, I kept going back. I have a lot of victim's guilt or whatever.
But I mean, I feel like people have like a weird connotation.
He gave
like
me a black eye and I went back, so I definitely feel like I'm at fault. But I know, like, I didn't ask him to do that to me. Like, so,
right.
And I know I didn't deserve that. But
well, no one
it's
deserves
guilty because I
that,
should have known better. I just didn't think it would escalate like that. You know, they prompt that his word. He was very charming too, like with his words, and that's usually how predators like that are, narcissists, whatever.
Right. like I was gonna say, I feel like everyone has like a weird connotation, like shit talking, when like they find out that this shit goes on, and then they're like, well, you went back, so like you like deserve it. I feel like that's the most like cliche thing ever, and that's like so shitty to say.
Yep.
But you don't know what that's like until that happens to you. I mean, like I've never been like physically abused. I mean, I've been like mentally like fucked over.
Yeah.
And whatever, but that's a whole nother like, not to compare it by any means, but
any pain you went through though, anything anyone goes through, you know, shapes.
Did you see any red flags?
Like, yeah, I did.
From the beginning?
Fuck yeah, I did. Yep, and that's another reason why I'm kind of fucked up from it. I remember when he first hit me up, I remember having a thought, and this was months before we actually were in a relationship. I remember thinking, I could never date him. I had saw something just didn't match up. I knew he was a liar, and I was just like, I could never date him. I would never trust him. What did I do? Date him, and he was a compulsive liar throughout our entire relationship. Dude, he lied about being married.
Red flag.
And he paid for fake divorce papers because I was...
So he was married while you guys were together?
No, so basically 8 months into our relationship, he's already living in my house. He tells me, oh yeah, I was married to my ex. But no one knew. And then we got divorced. And I was like, what? And he was like, her parents were Christian and forced us into getting married, whatever. Came up with this whole story. I was like, first of all, this is sus. We're together 8 months and you're just telling me now you're divorced.
Right. Red flag. Yeah.
So I was like, I need to see divorce papers to make sure you're actually divorced and not still married.
Yeah.
Turns out he was never married. He lied about being married because... You want to get this? Because he knew I was engaged before, and it made him jealous, and he admitted to this.
About past.
So whenever I found out about the...
stop being insecure.
He went to the extreme of lying about a marriage, which you can easily, legally look up.
Right.
How fucking dumb. And I'm kind of offended. He thought I was that fucking stupid. And I was like... But I stayed with him. What the fuck was I thinking? I mean, I was young and dumb, and I'm still young and
learned.
dumb.
I mean, we're all young and dumb.
Fuck no. I call people out these days. Yeah, like, I just can't.
But we're gonna, like, flip the switch on that. Dude, you got tatted as fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Like, you're sitting here tatted, like, holy shit. I just realized how tatted you were.
Oh, Cody.
What's your favorite tattoo you have?
That's hard. I would say probably all-time favorite, I love my dove. My
sternum piece. Oh, that hurts like a bitch.
Honestly, that's what everyone
My
says.
sternum hurt so bad, I almost fainted.
Bro, I don't know what it was. I didn't feel a thing. And trust me, I can be a pussy when it comes to certain spots, like my shoulder. Mm-hmm. She barely touched it. I was in so much pain. My foot, the first time I got it done, so much pain. But my sternum, I felt like nothing. Like, and it's kind of weird. I feel like my pain receptors are very different from other people's, based on like piercing experiences too. But anyway,
dude, I've done some wild shit getting tattooed though. Like
what?
My chest piece. So I have a chest piece that goes chest to chest, down to my sternum.
Oh fuck! What is it?
And
is it an eagle?
It's a cross.
It's a cross.
Yeah, it's a cross with wings.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, I like the wings. I have a thing for the wings.
I did not eat that entire day.
Yeah,
and I was on standby, like with my artist, and of course I started drinking.
Yeah, I've definitely done that.
I was probably like 7 beers in with like no food at all, like the entire day, and he was just like, "Fuck it." So I drove all the way. Fuck no. I felt like it made it worse.
Oh no, it helps me.
It was so bad. What do you think the worst place to get tattooed that you've been tattooed so far is?
Okay, by far the most painful one is this fucking shit right here.
On your hip?
Oh. And mind you, I had my ribs done. This wasn't bad. It started not bad. I was like, this will be a piece of cake.
That's what I'm scared to do is my ribs.
Oh my, and I have to get it finished, dude. Yeah. It's not even, this is just the outline. Worst, I had to, mind you, I never have made a tattoo artist stop. I made this dude stop so many times.
The one on your hip?
Yes.
You made him stop?
Oh, multiple times. He could only go for a few seconds at a time. Yeah, the legs aren't fun, but this 100 times. Trust me, I'm working on a leg sleeve too. But this 100 times fucking worse. I was biting my shirt. I had my shirt rolled up and I was literally biting it and just like, God, please, like.
Do you have any? You don't have anything on the inside of your arms, do you? Like bicep.
Yeah.
How did you think that hurt? Because
No.
everyone, like, before I got
dude.
mine, I was so scared to get mine for,
Everyone says it
3
hurts.
years. And everyone was like,
Yeah.
dude, that's going to hurt so bad.
No, it did not hurt me at all.
And, like, because mine even goes, like, not
Like,
necessarily
I'm gonna
in my
eventually-
armpit, but, like, in my armpit, low-key.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, technically, that's my armpit. But that hurt so bad.
Really? When it gets closer to this shoulder region, armpit region, it hurts. Surprisingly, this didn't hurt at all. Like, my
That's
inner...
dope as fuck. Who did that?
Jen Integrity. Shout out to Jen at Integrity Tattoos, downtown
Fucking
Belleville. I get the most compliments on her tattoo. She did this butterfly with the eyes. Her attention to detail is outstanding. It's not done
That's
yet.
insane.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna have her do like
see
my
if
whole back.
if they go follow you on 2020 Vision on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, they can see these. Amazing work. All right, so we're gonna try a new segment out today on you. Okay. Cody James Espresso Shots. I'm gonna ask you 5 short answer questions.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Very basic. Cat or dog?
Cat.
Ooh. Really?
Yeah.
Strawberry or grape jelly?
Strawberry.
Better hangover food, Denny's or Jack in the Box tacos?
Denny's.
Brown eyes or blue eyes?
Blue.
Nike or Adidas?
Adidas.
Ding, ding, ding!
Is that
You
the
won.
only one I got right?
I mean, these are just like your own questions.
I do love Adidas.
What are you on?
I don't know. I
I was gonna say you win a prize, but you don't win a prize.
You're
You
like
just
ding,
wanna know.
ding, ding. Like, is this a game show?
All right. Let's see here. Alahna, I am like massive on books. And I know
Me
like
too.
we've had some deep conversations about like manifesting and the law of attraction and everything spiritual, which I love, by the way. I love conversations that are deep.
Me too.
Those are my favorite. But in regards to that, do you read books?
So
Like, are you a reader?
I love books. I actually went through my closet yesterday, and my nightstand is full of the next like 5 books I want to read. I love books.
Which are?
But,
Do you know any of them?
Yeah, Fahrenheit 451.
I've heard of that.
Ordinary People, which I found out this year that
Word
apparently
of John
my
Legend.
cousin fucking wrote it. I found that out from my
That's
biological father, which I just found out existed this year too.
What? Oh yeah, you told me about that.
And he didn't know I existed too. We just met on the 4th of July. But apparently, so I've always wanted to be an author too. I love books. So the fact that my cousin wrote a book that turned into a movie and like New York Times bestseller gives me so much hope. So I have to read that. Ordinary People. There's also What a Time to Be Alone, kind of like self-help, empowering book for women, like just about like being alone.
Yeah.
There's a few other. I can't lie. I don't know. There's a lot. I have a lot of books. I'll show you. Like,
Have you read The Alchemist?
Yes.
That's my.
I fucking love that book. I fucking love that book.
This is my favorite book of all time.
Oh fuck yeah! I read The Alchemist.
And
I finished that in like 2 days.
Mine is like, well, it was. Some of it's all
I've
marked up
highlighted it too, dude.
with like
what's your favorite
fucking
quotes?
crazy shit.
Oh my god! What if we like highlighted the same shit? I'll have to look at mine.
Let's see. Oh, this is one of my favorite, and like, this is important to me. So like during my like spiritual find, I was like asking myself these deep questions, and in my living room I think it's 4 whiteboards with like all these sayings.
I noticed them.
And then like right in front of my door I have like these questions I ask myself every I try to remember to do it every time I leave the house. But especially for going to work. But I started to ask myself with everything that I do, what is the why? Like,
The intention behind
what is
it.
the intention behind it? Like, why am I doing this? Why am I going to the gym? Why am I going to go buy this soda at fucking 11 p.m.? Like, and it just makes you think, like, is this action necessary?
Yeah.
And you, like, mentally check yourself if you're asking yourself, like, why? Like, even being like, well, why am I doing podcasts? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because, like, it's something I love to do. It brings me peace.
Yeah.
You know, like, so there's just cool things like that. But this quote in The Alchemist says, people learn early in their lives what is their reason for being. maybe that's why they give up on it so early too, but that's the way it is.
Damn.
So, like, big to know your why. Like, your why is very important. Your mission statement. Do you have a mission statement?
I've never thought about this.
Like a one-line mission statement?
I've never thought about this.
So, like, mine for, like, life is when my glass is full, I always make sure to pour into others.
Oh, my God. I love
like,
that.
that's my life, like, one-line mission statement.
Fuck yeah. I love it.
And for work, like, for my, like, finance job, my, like, one-liner is, I help people see the reality of their futures.
Damn.
Deep shit, you know what I mean? Deep shit.
Oh, shit.
But that always gets people.
Fuck. That's deep, Cody.
That's kind of deep, you know? I'm a big thinker here. So going back on, like, spiritualism.
Yeah.
And I know I brought up shrooms a minute ago.
Yeah.
Do you believe in psychedelics?
Oh, 100%.
Do you believe in, like, how they benefit an individual by doing them? As long as, like, asterisk by this, as long as they're done correctly.
Yes. And I will say, I have never tripped naturally. And by that, I mean I've never done shrooms. I've done LSD several times. I've had several bad trips. And I've learned 100% it's about the mindset, the environment, and the people you are with. Mm-hmm. That's why, and you know, I've been hitting you up. I'm like, Cody, I've never done shrooms. I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm alone. I'm in a sanctuary, a peaceful house to myself. Dope. I want to fucking trip. I want to go deeper and, like, explore and figure this shit out. So, I don't know. I feel like as long as you're in a safe environment, either be alone or with someone sober who's done it before or someone you really, really trust. And you have to be in a good mindset. I remember I did it and I was not in a good mindset and it was trippy.
It'll fuck you up. I think, like, my first time tripping, I took way too much. I took, like 10 or 11 grams. Like,
what the
first time.
fuck?
Yeah. I was by myself.
Cody! What did you see?
I was by myself and, like, I still lived with mom and dad. And it was, like, the craziest thing ever because I took them and I took, like, half the dosage. Yeah. And I remember going to Walmart and I got orange juice, which, like, is supposed to, like, heighten the trip or whatever.
I love orange juice.
And it was, like, an hour later and I felt nothing. Like, mind you, like growing up, I mean, like, mine is, like, alcoholic. Everyone drinks, right? Like, and I guess I smoked weed in high school, too.
Yeah.
Which it's beneficial, but whatever. That's a whole other conversation. I was really, like, a good, like, I didn't do anything else, like, and I'm not, like, promoting drugs by any means. I'm not, like, pro-drug or even anti-drug, for that matter.
Yeah.
I'm pro-responsible.
Yes. That's a good way to put it.
But I had never done anything, so, like, I was just, like, waiting, and I didn't feel anything, and I took the other, like, 5 grams, and I went to a park, and I was laying down, like, they have this big pond, and I was laying down, and the trees started to move and, like, walk and shit.
Fuck, no.
And, like, I felt everyone's, like, energy, like, their vibes that was passing me, and I had never, like, I guess, like, if you believe in, like, your third eye and shit.
I do, 100%.
I do, too.
Just open it up.
But it, like, opened because I felt, like, everyone's fucking energy, right?
God.
So now, I mean, oh my God, I saw some crazy-ass things. And then, of course, going on my way home, like, on my parents' street, there were cops, like, 4 cop cars, like, on that road.
That would give
and
me
it freaked me the fuck out, right? So, I had a bad trip, and shit. I'm an open book. So, I had just got out of a 5-year relationship, and, like, yeah, dude, I fucked that up. I fucked that up.
I knew her since grade school. I forgot about that.
So with that, like, all these things came to my mind, and luckily, like, I had good friends that had tripped before, and I was, like, texting them, and, like, I think that was the first time I had, like, an ego death.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I just remember, like, crying my eyes out and like
there.
texting my parents and being like, I love you guys so much.
I've been there. Oh, I've been there multiple times.
Yeah, and I mean, like, with that too, like, comes maturing and realizing, like, you only have one set of parents, and, like, you realize how special your parents are.
I've learned a lot about that this year.
Yeah, yeah. But now, like, I feel like shrooms helped me see the world, like, for what it is. Like, we all run on, like, energy and frequencies and vibrations.
Yep.
And it got to the point where, like, when I do shrooms, like, I like to do them alone. I like to like deep dive in my mind.
I really want to do that.
And I set my intentions before I trip.
That's the key.
So, like, I'll be like, okay, well, Cody, what is the point of tripping today? And it's like, well, I want to go figure this out. And it's so weird because it seems like...
you keep that with you when you trip.
I always have massive trips, like, after a breakup.
Okay.
Like, is when I feel like I need to trip.
Doing that.
Which is, like, that's like some deep-rooted
right
shit. Like, I feel like I lose my why, like, in relationships. That's a whole other conversation.
Me too, Cody. We're very similar.
Whole other conversation. But
man.
I feel like shrooms, like, brings back that, like, why statement. You know, like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Like, dude, I gave up music for almost a year.
I noticed.
At the height of everything.
I noticed.
Like,
what happened
I just
with that?
released an
you wanna
album.
Go a little deeper with that?
Oh, the tough ones. Damn. The only way to answer that is by giving you a Big Sean lyric. And the lyric is, are you willing to give up what you love for who you love?
I felt that. Damn.
You feel me?
No, yeah, wow.
Yeah, so after an album and music video and everything else, this ain't Shade 45, hold up. But after everything else, like, God. I don't know. I stepped away because I didn't think, I thought it was detrimental for a few different reasons.
Yeah.
Then like, certain things happened in my life and I had to refine my why. Like, dude, I was...
That's me right now.
On some shit. Like, I was depressed for months, like, drinking all the time. My house was a disaster. Like, shout out to the homies that came over to clean and fucking pull me out of this mess.
Cleaning is therapeutic to me, dude.
But I refound my why, like, and
what's your why?
My why, or like my purpose, like, is to serve others.
Yep.
And I feel like my music, like, knowing what music can do for others, and the truth that you can tell, and just like the energy and the message that you can spread, I stopped doing that. I lost sight of that. And not only that, but like the like therapeutic release of like art.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So now I'm not going to speak on too much shit with that because it's all just going to be like wrapped up in this project.
Yeah.
And this is like, oh shit, I just gave away.
I'm so excited.
I got a project coming.
I'm so excited for
Fuck.
you.
I just gave it away. My manager's going to be pissed. No, I'm kidding. Well, he might be. But, you know, this is me like closing a chapter on the hardest year that I've lived. You know, this is... Same for you, I know.
Literally a year to the day, and I felt this crazy shifting energy since November 3rd. I can't explain it, but ever since Wednesday, I've just like I feel like I have a different mindset, and I feel like I'm more focused on the future and literally just my fucking self and what do I need to be fucking healthy and successful.
Dude, I always say like at the end of the day, like, love is dope. Like, love is fucking dope.
It's dope in doses. Like every drug. Which,
I mean, like...
I don't know.
It depends
that's
because...
another conversation.
When I say love, like, it doesn't mean from another external force.
There's so many love.
I mean, like, internal.
And self-love.
Yeah, like, self-love. Like,
that's what I'm trying to
fill yourself with, like, self-love, you know? Like, that's... I mean, shit. I think if everyone just took the time out to truly... like, love themselves, like, discover themselves, but love themselves.
Yeah, I feel like one of the most helpful things you can do on that self-love journey is really discover your passions, hobbies. Yep. And that's what I'm trying to figure out too. And I kind of have an idea But my advice to anyone looking, if you don't have a hobby or a passion, or if you don't think you have a skill or something, just try new things. Just keep trying new things until you fucking enjoy it. Because I promise you, there's something to it. And think back also to childhood. What sparked your interest? Did you like to draw? Did you like to run? What did you like to do? That holds a lot of keys, because that's before your third eye gets calcified. But that's another story.
True. And I would say this, like, if anything pops in your head that you want to do, like, I've been huge on, like, if anything comes into my mind, like, that I even think I want to do, I just go fucking do it. Like, Will Smith and Alan Robin uses this.
Oh my god, I love Will Smith.
They have this saying where it's like, count down from 5, and at 2, just do it. Like, don't allow yourself to get the one go. So, like,
I love adrenaline too. And it's
I'll be sitting here like, I need to go do this, or like, if I gotta make calls for work that like I don't want to do, I'll be like, all right, Cody, 5, 4, 3, 2, boom, and then I just do it. Like,
I love that. 5, 4, 3,
be unapologetically yourself and do what you want to do. You know, as long as you're not harming anyone, like, go do what the fuck you want to do.
I do think as long as you have good intentions and you use common sense. Mix them both, because you can hurt people with good intentions.
Speaking of, I just looked at the time and it had 111.
No shit.
Yeah. I saw that number like 5 times.
We always see angel numbers. We're on that shit.
222 all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. What angel numbers do you see all the time?
Mine, a lot for me, is like 353. Can't explain that. 222. A lot of, and 369, like weird, 369, a lot of threes, a lot of like divisions of threes.
You don't even know that song, do you?
No.
Oh, wait, never mind. I just took it back. Sam knows it. He smiled.
I can't lie. Whenever anyone asks me if I've seen
Who is that? Lil Jon? Yeah.
Or song, I can't relate.
We got Sam in the crib today. Give it up for Sam.
Yeah, Sam
He's quiet in his chair right now. He said shh.
He's behind the scenes like I am.
But definitely going back to, in my mind, just like, I don't know, went somewhere. But going back to hobbies, like, I truly, and like, your hobbies are going to change and they're going to like diversify and grow. But my hobbies is I've gotten, like, I'll be 27 in 2 weeks from today.
Happy early
And I'm
birthday!
celebrating on the beach.
What?
Yes.
Fuck yes.
Shout out moms.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Shout out moms and American Airlines for pushing the trip back or whatever. But, so it'll be crazy dope. I'll bring in 27. I'm wrapping up the project on the beach.
27 is a big year for musicians.
I know.
Too. I'm just saying.
Big project coming first drop.
I know.
But dude, my hobbies now, like at 20, almost 7, compared to looking back, like when I was even like 23.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm kind of weird, low key, because like I don't watch TV unless it's football.
Either. I don't watch TV unless I'm hanging out with someone and we're cuddling watching TV, to be honest.
Netflix and chill. It's that time of the year.
That's the only time I watch TV.
Somebody better put a ring on it. It's cuffing season. But like, I don't know. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I do, like, if I get high or like I'll watch KPLR, like Channel 11.
I don't watch news.
All American is the only TV show I watch. That's my fucking shit.
I don't even know what that is.
My God.
So out of touch, Cody. You have to. I went without
I'm
TV
send you the
and
app.
social media for years. I'm still kind
app.
of on that way. Send me the app though. I want to stay in touch.
But dude, like my hobbies, like I read.
I love reading.
I watch my fish.
I need to do it more. I watch my new Gecko. I feel like my Gecko has given me like almost
a new
more
like,
purpose in life.
Like
more purpose. Like it added to, and it's like now I have something to take care of that literally relies on me, and it makes me less think about myself and my own needs. You know what I mean?
I was thinking about that the other day because I was like, it was one of those days where it was like a mental health break day.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, I feel like I'm a big critic of myself. Like, I catch myself, like, I'm aware enough to know when I'm fucking up. Like,
yes, me too.
I was showering yesterday, and, like, I woke up at, like, 4 in the morning, and I was so fucking drunk.
Oh.
And I was like, I am disgusted with myself right now.
That's
like,
the worst feeling, Cody.
I was sick of my own bullshit.
Still fuck.
Oh my
I've
God.
learned that because, I had an issue with alcohol ever since the traumatic shit with my ex. I've never abused alcohol until the last year. And it got to the point where I was drinking a bottle of wine and more every single day. And I would never get hungover, so I would drink a bottle of wine more every single day.
Dude, I'm on an anti-drinking movement for a month. I'm going to try it out.
See, that's sick. I've been drinking less. It's been working.
That's going to last like a week.
I drank today. I can't lie. I had some wine. But
Sam said it'll happen tonight.
But I've been drinking less, and you know what? Baby steps. Baby steps. Everyone copes differently and heals differently. As long as you're self-aware and taking the steps, that's what you have to start with,
I feel like the reason I drink changed too. Like, the reason I was drinking was like feeling sorry for myself.
Yep.
Like, damn,
Yep.
But then I was just like, dude, you're playing the victim card to yourself. Like, that's weak-minded.
Yep.
Which is why I'm doing that.
Also, kind of why I think a lot of people are afraid to share their story is because it's like almost this negative connotation. If you share your story, it's almost like you're playing the victim card. And my train of thought is that's why I've, have withheld so many details for so long from a lot of people. It's almost like a defense mechanism. It's like but at the same time I have to let my ego go and be like, there is fucking someone who is going to benefit from this because the amount of abusive relationships is so much fucking higher than anyone would ever think. And I'm sure everyone out there knows at least someone firsthand who has experienced it. Yeah,
I feel like that's just like our natural like human like tendency is like any time we're like uncomfortable, like we just go inward, like to ourselves, and we like isolate. And not isolate
that's
like
what I do.
In the good way, and I've learned that
I've done
like
good and bad way. Yeah.
That's not the way to go about things. Like, it does nothing. I mean, like I said, like there's a difference between like isolating yourself for like growth and isolating yourself
because you're
for like
fucking depressed.
Or you're just scared. Like
for the
first time in my life,
fear
like
or
I got help.
Mindset. You got help.
I got help.
Fuck
like,
yeah.
Like high key shout out to my job because they sent me through therapy.
Yep, my job
and
did
they're
too.
sending me continuously through to talk to somebody and like.
Yep.
It's not like your insurance will like they covered
they
it
did
1,000%.
Yep.
And they text me like every day, like, are you good? Are you good? Yeah. Like, dude, I work for a fucking financial firm, right? Yeah. And like the managing partner, like dude that makes like $4 million a year, texted me the other day. I was laying on my couch, and he was like,
"Oh my god,
I was thinking about you. Are you okay?" Like.
That
like,
shows,
bro, like, that's deep.
That shows a, like, level of care, for real.
Right. So, I mean,
God,
and it
Cody,
wasn't like because, I mean, think about it, like,
to you.
I'm one of, like, the ants, per se. You know what I mean? Like, obviously I value myself higher than that, but
I see what you're saying.
That wasn't necessary to do.
For him,
you know what I mean?
But he fucking cares. He gives a shit.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's also what's kind of weird for me. At work too, I've kind of stepped into a supervisor role the last year, and I have never had experience of like leading people or being but what I've realized is it's kind of an advantage because I didn't think I would even get the job. You know what I mean? But I feel like I'm such a people pleaser that it has translated to now that I've grown into I'm the type of person that will do anything for my people. So that gives
big difference.
The fact that he is, because I've had bosses where it's like they're serving themselves, but it's like you have to serve others, and that's low key the key to success. That's how the good people are gonna win.
Dude, I was telling this story about this job. So sidetracker. I feel like I do so much. Like I try to tackle so much.
You do everything. You do it all, Cody.
Everything, like podcasts. This podcast is up and running.
I'm
to music.
So proud of you.
To like when
You're
I can
professional,
helping.
Too.
Oh, thank you.
You are.
But
professional and respectful.
Speaking of professional, this is like a funny story. And I was like, I told this story to someone the other day, and they were like, "Dude, what the fuck?" So I work for a finance firm. It's Northwestern Mutual.
Yeah.
It's the number 2 financial company in the world behind the U.S. government. Like,
what?
It's big shit. It's big shit, right?
Holy shit.
My main office is in Creve Coeur, and it's like, dude, this office is fucking sick. Like, they pay $1 million a month type shit.
What the fuck? Where's it at in Creve Coeur? Because
Creve
I was
Coeur,
just there
it's
the
right
last 2
off
days.
of Olive. Is it
Yeah,
Olive?
my gym is off Olive. I go to the Club
Exit.
Fitness off Olive next to Kohl's.
Fuck Club Fitness.
What? You are
First
Planet.
off-
Nah.
first
Fuck
off,
Planet. They don't have free weights.
For
so
different
keep talking
reasons,
your
though.
shit.
No, their membership shit sucks.
It,
Okay, so I pull up. Okay, so I get this interview, and I'm like, damn, I don't even know how I got this interview. Like, I'm kind of freaking out, and I'm like, honestly, I'm the most, like, laid back but confident person that I know. Like, dude, I'm a confident motherfucker, and that rubs people the wrong way.
Down, I am confident, and I got called an entitled bitch yesterday.
Fuck
I
that.
work for everything I have, mind you.
Insecure.
And the person who called me that lives in their fucking boyfriend's granddaddy's mansion, and her daddy pays a car note. Anyway, I'm done.
Right.
I'm done talking shit. I'm sorry.
So, peep this. I'm tatted up. Like, I have hand tattoos. Like,
he has his
neck
hands
like,
tatted.
I mean, like, behind my ears tatted, my
he's
fingers are tatted.
more than I am.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
So, I walk into this $1 million firm. I pull up in my
That would be why
I'd be Toyota
nervous
Corolla,
too,
right?
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like a comparison, right? Like, not even a comparison. What's the word? I don't know the word I'm looking for. Whatever. So,
A Venn diagram.
this dude hops out, and I want to say his name was Colton. Like, he looked like a fucking Colton, right? He looked like a fucking Colton. This dude pulled out of mommy and dad. It had to be mommy and daddy's Beamer, right?
Yes.
Brand new Beamer.
Oh, for sure.
Push to start. Like, this dude's got Ray-Bans on. His fucking hair is slicked back. Like, he had it was a bad fade. Like, he went white people fade, right? White people barbershop. Like, Elizabeth at Sports Clips cut his hair, right?
Oh my god, Cody's going off.
Alright, so this dude hops out and, like, pushes his hand through his hair, you know what I'm saying? He probably went to Mizzou, Colton to Mizzou.
He probably went to Mizzou.
Alright, this dude has on, like, the most tailored, like, probably $1,500 suit I've ever seen in my life. With a clip tie and, like, the nicest fucking shoes I've ever seen in my life, right? So, I'm sitting here, and I get out of my car, and I, like, go to the bathroom. I'm, like, nervous as fuck, and I put water in my face, and I'm, like, looking in the mirror, right? So, you have Colton from Mizzou, mommy and daddy's money, right?
Yeah.
with the haircut from Elizabeth at Great Clips or Sports Clips, wherever. Right?
Oh my god.
So, I, like, reflect, and I'm like, dude, what am I wearing? Like, dude, like, I'm a rapper, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
fuck. So, I look down, and I have these, like, brown shoes on that low-key at the bottom are, like, cracked in 4 different places. Like, they're busted up. But they're the only dress shoes I
You know
have.
what? No one will know. I would do this. I would wear them. I would wear them.
So, I have on these black pants, and, dude, these black pants, like, I came to realize that they had dog hair, like, all over the back of them.
Yeah, I keep a lint roller in the
Not
car.
a good start, right?
And I don't even have pets with that shed.
And I had on this brown sweater that was, like, this, like, Old Navy, like, thin-ass sweater, like,
At least
shit,
it
I didn't have a suit.
It matched the shoes, though.
I mean,
it showed
I
the
guess.
effort and coordination.
I mean, I guess.
I'm just
But
saying.
And then I had, like, earrings in. But the thing is, I sat in that chair waiting for the interview, like, as the most confident fucking person. Like, dude, I'm in $1 million firm with busted down fucking Walmart shoes and some black pants that have dog hair on them and this ugly-ass Old Navy sweater. And I'm, like, sitting, like,
Yes,
laid
sir.
back, like, hand between my legs, just, like, chilling.
God.
And the dude comes out and he's like, "Are you ready for this interview?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And it was weird because I sat in that interview and I rocked the fuck out that interview.
Yep.
And I was so confident after being that nervous. And
Fuck yeah.
I walked out and left, and I got in the elevator. And Colton from Mizzou is in the elevator at the same time, right? And he's like, yeah, this is my third interview. I didn't get the job. And in that interview, bro, they offered me the job.
Are you serious?
Right away.
Fuck yeah.
So, like,
yes.
confidence and self-love, like,
you know what, you
that got me far. Like, in busted-down shoes and hairy pants and
you remind me
an ugly sweater, like, bro, I came a long way. Like, I got, like, 5 suits. I mean, two of them might have came from Goodwill, but it's cool. Like,
I'm telling you, when I went to my interview 4 years ago for my current job now, I also had a pair of black pants I bought from fucking Walmart.
Yeah, dog
also covered, yes, my parents, if you don't know, they have a lot of pets. I'm going to leave it at that. Shit. That's why I couldn't live there.
I didn't believe in lint rollers until now.
Oh, I keep one in my car because I'm kind of scarred. Bro, yeah.
I got mini ones, a big one.
I have a mini and a big one in my car right now.
Fuck it. Of all the things, yeah.
Anyways, crazy. But yeah, I feel you. And confidence will take, I can attest to that. Just the last week, I had a lot of important meetings at work with people who had been in this field for 40 fucking years, like chiefs and shit. And mind you, I'm 25. One guy even commented, like, you look a little young to be doing this. But I just kept the conversation going, like, this kind of is, and I was just myself. And my previous boss, who now
people read that, like, if you're not genuine, people read that shit.
Oh, for sure. And I thought I did so bad on the interview for my promotion, and then I got promoted, but I thought it was like the worst interview of my life. I don't know. But this last few meetings I had, like, even my boss said, she was like, and I'm 25, she was like, I don't mean to offend you, but it sounded like you were 35 and you've been doing this for like 10 more years. And I was like, I was so nervous and not prepared. And then my current boss the next day, she was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I should have prepared you guys more, but they were raving about you guys. Like, they were like, you guys knew your shit. And I was just like, damn, that's a confidence boost. Like, just fucking have that faith in yourself at the end of the day.
But I mean, like, you see the, like, constant variable here is, like, how do I word this? On the other side of, like, crippling anxiety and fear and even death lies the most blissful, like, moments that happen in life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You get that?
100%.
Damn.
Like,
I need to be a poet
Cody,
or some shit.
I love, if you don't know, I tried to, I'm still low-key, I want to eventually release not only, like, a non-fiction book, a fiction book, also a poetry book. I'm a writer at heart, but it's in the, trust me, I have so many pages written and unpublished from my darkest times.
Damn, just start releasing it.
It's almost like I'm afraid to, because, like, it's really dark shit, and it's like, I don't know.
Alright, I'm not releasing music until you release your poem.
Don't fucking
So
say
if it takes 10 years.
I've literally
Damn,
a stack.
10 years I'll be 30, never mind. I'll be 37 years old.
My goal was to release a book at the end of 2020, and I failed that miserably. But I had, like, all I was doing to cope during my abusive relationship was writing poetry. I mean, and it saved my life.
You have 2 months for the rest of the year. That's
I'm
a
not
lot of
gonna
fucking
do it.
time.
Oh, no. You think, like, I have so much shit already written, though. It's just, like, I haven't looked at it in over a year since I was experiencing it. And it's almost like I'm afraid to write again. And I've been putting off writing because I'm afraid of processing that emotion, and I still have so much to go on my healing journey. But you know what? I'm finally in a place where I want to start stepping into it.
All right, if you had to explain yourself to a random stranger using 3 words and 3 words only, what would those words be?
I would say reciprocative.
Ooh.
But still empathetic.
Uh-huh.
But also, let me think. Third one. That's hard. That's kind of deep.
It is deep.
I would say, at the end of the day, what would I describe myself as? I would say solid.
Solid?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I think mine would be, trying to think, spiritual.
Yep.
Courageous.
Love that.
And confident.
Fuck yeah.
And I feel like I live by those words.
Hell yeah, Cody.
I live by those words.
I love the affirmations by your front door. I was admiring them as, like, before I leave, You know what I mean? That's...
Oh, shit. I got those, but I actually have affirmations that I read every day. Like, even on days where,
key.
like, fucking, I don't know.
Gratitude,
I don't feel like whatever. Like, I just feel that way. And, like, this... I was at work, and, like, we had this company meeting today. And, it's every month, and we take 10 minutes to, like, summarize and share how our months were. Like, work-wise, personal, and everything. But, like, what I love is every time someone speaks, like, before you talk about anything else, you have to tell everyone what you're grateful for.
Yes!
And I just feel like I've kind of adopted that mindset to, like, and it's all about language. Like,
yes,
everything,
your words are
everything
powerful.
is verbiage. Everything is verbiage, like, ruled. So, like...
Words carry energy.
For instance, if I'm like, shit, I gotta go to work today, or I gotta drive my car 45 fucking minutes, like, I didn't have a car for 2 weeks, like, recently, my car was down.
You gotta remember your old
And I caught myself today because this place was, like, literally, actually 40 minutes away, and I was like, fuck, I gotta drive.
Yeah.
40 minutes, like, I'm wasting gas, not wasting gas, but I'm burning gas, I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, no, I get the privilege of working today, because people don't have jobs, right? A lot of people don't have jobs. But then I was like, B, I have the privilege of driving, because I haven't had a car. A lot of people don't have a car. A lot of people can't afford to drive.
I know.
So, like, flipping the I have to I get to helps me every day. Like, every morning, affirmations, meditation.
And I've been trying to get better about catching myself. I had a mini meltdown the other day. I was driving on my break at work. I was working alone for, like I think 6 or 7 hours. And I usually work with a partner, so I can take my breaks. But anyway, I was working alone, and I drove all the way to Quick Trip. And I was like, I'm only going to be gone for 20 minutes because I had a coworker who doesn't work my job sitting. Yeah. And I was like, I can't be gone long. Drove all the way to Quick Trip. Their kitchen, I was starving. Their kitchen closed. I went to Jack in the Box across the street. All I wanted was a fucking croissant.
Dude, me and Sam, we were trying to get a diner. We were trying to go to...
I love breakfast.
Whatever diner that is. Courtesy Diner. Oh my god!
Yeah, I know.
And we went at like 2, and they were fucking closed. They were just like, we're closing.
Low staffing?
No, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, no one wants to fucking work.
That's probably it. Low staffing.
I regret, honestly, like, not doing unemployment for, like, that time.
I don't... Yeah,
like,
if I get fired, I'm 100% getting on unemployment and milking that shit. Like everyone else is fucking done. I've worked my entire... Before I was legally an adult. No, if I ever get fired, I'm definitely gonna get on unemployment. Fuck your ego. Anyway.
So before we wrap this up, 2021 is closing. I'm gonna ask you a few quick questions here.
Please do.
2021 is closing up. What is on your bucket list for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the year, honestly, I really need to get back in the gym daily, and
you do.
I've gone the last 2 days, but I haven't worked out so I fucked up my ankle in September. So I keep telling myself, using it as an excuse to why I can't, because I usually work out legs. So I'm kind of like, I'm kind of afraid. But I went to the gym last 2 days, got a smoothie, because I have a hard time eating lately. So I was like, I'm going to go get the highest calorie smoothie and just force myself to drink it and get in the routine of driving to the gym. So I did that, and I feel like tomorrow I'm going to fucking try to just do, like, lightweight or, you know, because I like to lift heavy shit. So that's kind of my issue. That's why I'm like, I don't even want to go if I have to walk on the treadmill. Like,
dude,
I want to lift my shit.
Reward yourself for going. Like,
I've been trying.
I don't know, like, go fucking buy Crocs.
I need to
something
gain
cool,
weight. That's
or, like,
my
go,
thing. Like,
I don't know, just reward yourself for going.
Yeah.
Until you get in the process of, like... There you go. You can never have too many tattoos.
Oh, I already have multiple.
I mean, you can, but, you know. All right, what's in store for 2022 from Alahna?
Oh, I wish I knew, to be honest.
Wish you knew?
My goals, I'd say...
Manifest it.
...are to get my car paid off, get all of my credit card debt paid off, and I don't have that much, but I want to get in a solid place again. I want to get all my shit together, and I want a hefty nest egg emergency fund like I did a year ago. And I definitely drained it the last year living on my own and getting tattoos, and just I I stopped saving as much because I use my emotional pain as an excuse to spend more money. I just didn't care. But now I'm in more of a place where it's like, okay, I want to get back on track. I want to save my shit. So I want to get financially stable again. I want to get back in the gym again. I want to start meal prepping and actually cooking again and eating. I'm telling you, I have to force myself to drink yogurt smoothies or just smoothies because I literally like can't eat unless it's pasta every few days. Like, I don't know, I'm kind of weird. My anxiety and the medications I'm on for like my mental health, it's just like it fucks with my it's hard for me to eat, and that's why I need to work out, because when I work out I actually get hungry. But
anything coming from YouTube?
I really want to see I have so many ideas.
Are you
but
working
I don't have,
on things?
I have many ideas, but I haven't actually like started anything, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I know it's cliche.
I don't know.
But,
I'm still like
ideals are ideals until there's action.
Yep.
You know what
100%.
I mean? So like
and it's like I said, I have
listening.
many things unpublished and that I've worked on, and I just haven't showed anyone. But it's like, I don't know my plan. I don't know if I want to release it. I don't know if I want to edit it. I don't know if I want to just start something new. And it's like I'm still looking for that self-confidence, but I think being on my own again and spending more time with myself, because I just got out of a short-term relationship, so I'll be on my own again for the first time in like literally 5 months. So that's really nice, and I feel like that'll give me more time to really focus and you know, start writing and reading and doing this shit I would spend my time watching Netflix with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Damn. Well, good. I'm glad to hear you're flipping everything around, and you took such a
it's a process,
crazy event, and you know, you're doing better.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, Alahna's social handles are
2020 Vision, and that's TWTY times 2, and then VZN 2020 Vision.
So no vowel, right? That's what
no
it is.
vowels except the Y.
If anyone
20.
knows what a vowel is.
It's like a riddle. 2020 Vision minus vowels plus Y. Figure it out. MC squared, bitch. I'm signing off. Mic drop. Goodbye.
Damn. All right, y'all. Well, it's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. So I'll be peeping y'all later. Much love. Much blessings. Go get some love in your life. This is Coffee with Cody James. Until next time.